Troy? Troy! Troy, how dare you leave this house after doing something like that? You get back here right now. You get back here before I do something about it. Oh, shut your mouth, old man. I don't have to listen to what you say. I do whatever the hell I want. I'm not gonna let you just sit there and steer my life all the time. Just get off my back already, will you? Who do you think you are talking to me like that? Don't you dare tell me what I can and I can't do. I'm your father. It is my responsibility. It's my duty. It's my job to tell you what to do. I mean, to guide you, to make sure that you're doing the right thing. And let me tell you something right now, son. The way that you're acting right now is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, well, how about you just bite me? Do you really think I care about what you think? Do you really think your opinion matters to me? I couldn't give two rats. I live life on my own terms. I don't need you to tell me jack. Like, honestly, Dad, just think about it. Are you seriously gonna sit there and tell me what to do for the rest of my life? Or are you gonna let me get out there and actually experience the world myself? While I agree that letting you develop a little bit of independence is a good thing, there's a time for when that happens. At the moment, you're still very young. My guidance is necessary. You're not capable of making your own decisions. You're not capable of doing the right thing. Take what you did today as an example. After something like that happens, do you really expect me to just let you go off on your own will? Trust me, before long, you're either gonna wind up dead or in prison. Is that what you want, Troy? Is that where you want your life to lead? You don't know anything, Dad. You think you're so smart? You think you can just predict the future or something? Oh, come on, this has nothing to do with me predicting the future. This is just me stating the obvious. I mean, even as young as you are, you should understand that. You know that what you're doing right now is irresponsible. You know that things aren't going to work out for you in the end. At least I hope you know. You're not particularly the smartest kid in the world, so there's a possibility that you don't understand anything at all. Which is fine, that's why I'm here. I'm here to make sure that you do the right thing. All you have to do is just listen to me. Oh, come on, Dad, let me do what I want. Stop trying to control me all the time. You're 10 years old and you have a smoking addiction. I'm not gonna just let you do whatever you want. You're my son and I care about you. I love you. I want you to come home. Oh, whatever, Dad. Look at you trying to act all sentimental. Do you really think I'm gonna fall for something like that? I'm not as dumb as you think I am. You're gonna sit there and just say that you love me and you care about me. You're gonna say that you want me to come back and that you're not gonna make a big deal about all of this. But we both know that's not gonna happen, don't we? What are you talking about? Come on, it's so obvious you're just gonna lure me back there to give me another annoying lecture. Just to give me another earful about crap I don't care about. Like you're not actually gonna let what I did slide. Well, I'm not gonna be that lenient with you. I mean, think about what you just did, Troy. It's absolutely atrocious. What are you talking about, Dad? It was just a little bit of fun. I was living life on the lighter side. You could learn a thing or two, you know? What do you mean living life on the lighter side? Is that really what you call that fiasco in the garage today? Fiasco? Is that what you call one of the craziest things I've ever done in my whole life? That was awesome, Dad. I was expecting you to sit there cheering me on for doing it. Instead, you're screaming in the background telling me to stop. Why do you always have to be such a wet blanket? What are you talking about right now? Are you seriously gonna sit there and call me a wet blanket after something like that? Look at the consequences of your actions. I just need to ask you, Troy, in what world did you think it was okay to do something like that? Like, seriously, can you just think about that for me? What was going through your head when you decided that it was okay to take a bunch of fireworks that are probably illegal, go into the garage, and set them off? Like, seriously, what was the justification for doing something so stupid? What do you mean something so stupid? Isn't it obvious? I was gonna create a really awesome video that was gonna go viral. Like, think about it. You haven't even seen the footage that I got of that thing. It was so hectic. Those fireworks were going everywhere. Everything was clashing on the ground. Everything was breaking. I've got some clear footage of the firework going straight through the car window and then breaking out the other side. It was just totally cool. In all honesty, how could you not expect me to do something like this? I have no idea who I'm talking to right now. I mean, I knew that my son was bad, but I didn't know that he was this much of an imbecile. What the hell did you just call me? Look, I'm sorry, son, but you are an idiot. What you're trying to tell me right now is that you spent all of that money on those fireworks and caused all of that damage just for the simple fact that you wanted to create a video that went viral? Yeah, pretty much. Why? You got a problem with that? Yeah, I have to say that I have a problem. I have more than one problem with that. What you're actually trying to tell me right now is that this video going viral is worth all the damage that you caused? It is just ridiculous. Oh, come on, Dad. What are you getting up me for in the first place? It's just a bunch of junk in that garage anyway. What are you talking about, junk? We have our family car in there. You know, the thing that we use to drive you to school? Are you actually gonna sit there and call those things in that garage junk? Well, yeah, obviously I am. Even that damn car is junk. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad, but you've been driving that thing around for a long time. When are you actually gonna get a decent car for once? Something that doesn't embarrass me when I go to school? What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with the Fiat 500L. Yeah, right. Sitting in that car is the equivalent of walking around wearing a mini skirt. Like, come on, Dad, how can you not be embarrassed driving around in that thing? The car gets the job done. It gets you from A to B, doesn't it? That's the main thing. I don't want you to sit there complaining about it. We could have been in a much worse off situation. There are kids out there that don't even have a car. How about you just think about that? Think about the kids in other countries. A lot of them have to walk an hour just to get to their school. You should be grateful that we have the privilege of being able to drive. Yeah, right, I'd rather walk to school, to be honest. That would save me the social backlash that I get from being seen in a car like that. Oh, stop dramatizing this, Troy. It's not as bad as you're making it out to be. And you know what? You really care about being cool and whatnot, don't you? Well, let me give you a little bit of advice. Being cool is not about having flashy things and being in the best car. Being cool is actually what comes from the inside. If someone really wants to be cool, they have to be awesome on the inside. Let me tell you right now, that's some very good advice there. Not many other parents are actually going to give that to you. Yeah, whatever, Dad. Don't try and sit there and tell me what being cool is. You don't have any clue about what being cool is. I mean, let's face it, you still walk around with your shirt tucked into your pants. In what way is that cool? Well, you want me to put food on the table, right? You want to have the opportunity to do whatever you want, right? To buy the things that you want, to do the things that you want. If that's the case, then you're gonna need me to work. And for me to work, I need to look presentable. I need to tuck that shirt into my pants. I need to roll up my sleeves and I need to put on a tie. Yeah, see, that is exactly what I'm talking about. You're boring. You're so damn boring. Like, it's not cool at all, Dad. You don't do anything awesome, like work in action movies or work for some sort of mafia gang or something. You're just an average Joe. You just work a normal job doing nothing. You sit around in that office of yours all day doing jack. I bet you just sit by that copying machine, copying documents all day, licking your boss's boots. Like, what the hell? Are you seriously gonna sit there and give me advice when you're this much of a lame person? You need a reality check, Dad. Don't you dare talk to me about reality checks, son. The person that needs to wisen up here is you. You only just started junior high school and you're already causing a range of different problems for yourself. You're getting yourself caught up in a bad crowd. You're coming home late at night. Every week I get a different phone call from your teacher complaining about the things that you've been doing in the classroom, being a hindrance to everyone's learning, doing graffiti around the school. Do you really think that this is the type of son that I was expecting when you were born? Whatever, Dad. How about you just shut up? You weren't expecting me at all. Mom told me everything. What do you mean she told you everything? Exactly as I said it. She told me that you guys never planned on having me in the first place. She told me it was an accident. She was just someone that you met at some bar. You guys don't even love each other in the first place. So why would you sit there and say that you care about me? Oh, you have gotta be kidding me right now. Is that actually what your mother said? Did she tell you that? Yeah, she tells me a lot more than you do. She's actually honest with me. Well, I'm not really sure about what your mother has said, but don't think that just because we didn't plan to have you, that doesn't mean that I don't love you any less. Yeah, right. Do you know what people call people like me? They call us mistakes. That's what all the kids at school used to call me. They used to say that my mom and dad didn't love me, that I was just an accident, that I'm not even meant to be here. You guys would have had some happy lives going off on your own without me. I mean, you would have had plans, right? You would have had things that you wanted to do. I just got in the way, so there's no way you could actually love me, even if you're trying to sit there and say that you do. Oh, what a load of nonsense. I can't believe what I'm listening to right now. You don't actually think that way about me, do you, Troy? I can't believe this. My own son is actually speaking to me this way. Yeah, well, it's the truth, isn't it? I mean, I know you're gonna sit there and try to convince me, but I know you're just a liar. I may be a kid, but I'm not stupid. Well, if you think I don't love you because of some stupid reason like that, then yes, you are stupid. I don't care if you were unplanned, Troy. When I was there watching you be born, I was filled with so much joy. You have no idea how much I care about you. You were an unexpected miracle in my life. I cared about you more than anything else in the world. Oh, shut up, Dad. You don't care about me. Stop trying to lie. The fact of the matter is that I was a mistake and you're angry about that. And because you're so angry, you're taking that anger out on me. I'm the reason that your life was flushed down the toilet. I'm the reason you couldn't achieve the things that you wanted to achieve. I got in the way. So what do you want to do? You want to make my life a living hell? You give me so many chores that I have to do. You keep telling me to just study, study, study. You don't let me hang out with anyone cool. You're trying to punish me for a mistake that you and Mom made. I can't believe the way you're talking to me right now. It's just not true at all, Troy. Look, I know you're still young, so this type of thing will be really hard for you to understand. You keep complaining about the chores and the amount of things that I get you to do. You complain that I want you to study. You complain that I care about the people that you hang around with. Let me tell you why I say these types of things. It's because I love you. It's because I care about your future. It's clear-cut evidence of my love for you. I know it might be hard to believe. I know you're looking at me like some grumpy old man, some father that just wants to terrorize my son. But it's not the case at all. I'm only telling you to do these things because I trust in your future. I want to make sure you have the best outcome that you can get. I want you to live a life that I could never have lived. Yeah, right. I don't believe anything you say. That's not how a parent should treat their kid. If you actually loved your kids, you would let them be happy, right? You would let me do the things that I enjoy, but you don't. Everything that I want to do is such a big issue for you. Any games that I play, any activities I want to do with my friends, in your eyes, everything is corrupt. Not like Mom, though. Mom's way cooler than you, you know? She actually has an awesome personality. She lets me do whatever I want. She knows how important my independence is. Anytime I want to do something, she lets me do it. Anytime I want to hang out with someone, she agrees. Like, think about all the times that I've had friends over. You're always so critical of them. You're always judging them. Do you really think that's gonna make them feel comfortable being here? They're gonna start to hate me before I even realize it. Mom, on the other hand, is so different. She accepts them. She actually tries her best to get along with them. She's not an unsociable old fart like you are. I can't believe what I'm listening to right now. Is that really the way that you view me? You actually think that I'm unsociable? Of course. I've been thinking about it. Anytime my friends try to talk to you, you just brush them off. You don't even look at them. If that's not unsociable, I don't know what is. That's what you're gonna talk about? The only reason I treat them the way I do is because I don't approve of them. You've gotten yourself mixed up with the wrong type of boys. I'm telling you right now, you might think that your friends are cool at the moment, but give it a bit of time and you're gonna see their true colors. They're gonna do things to betray you. I can tell, I've met these types of people before. See what I mean, Dad? You have this negative personality. What do you have against them in the first place? Where do I even start? The way they behave themselves when they come over to our house is one thing. You would think they'd have the courtesy to actually knock before they come in. Oh, come on, Dad. Are you serious right now? You bring your friends over and they just walk in. You don't see me making a problem about that, do you? Why do my friends have to worry about something as stupid as that? They have to worry about that because they're walking into a household that's not run by you. This is my house. They're gonna give me the proper courtesy when they come in here. I've given my friends permission to come in here. Your friends come in here unannounced and act like they know the place. I mean, I've caught them on more than one occasion just going into the fridge and helping themselves to whatever is in there. Yeah, well, if you ask me, they have every right to do so. I mean, now you're actually charging them for it? They should be able to eat as much as they want. No, that's not the case. I'm only charging them because they couldn't help themselves. I had no choice but to charge them. We're not exactly well off, Troy. I may have a job, but I can't keep paying for people that come over here. Those boys need to go back to their own parents. Dad, you're so mean, aren't you? Don't you realize the type of homes my friends come from? Their parents are absolute psychos. They're trying to get away from them. At least they have a nice sanctuary here. It's a place for them to actually be free. But then again, it's not just my mom that lives here. It's my horrible dad too. I know at some point they're gonna get sick of being here. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't feel sorry for their situation, but there's not a lot that we can do about it. They have their own families and situation. I have mine. At some point, my son's future is at risk here because of them. While I do feel sorry for them, I'm not gonna prioritize their needs over my own son. Oh my God, Dad, just listen to the way that you're talking right now. Can you hear what I'm saying? They come from horrible homes. I mean, with you out of the picture, this place is pretty much perfect. Why can't you just let them stay here? Because they're a horrible influence on you. I mean, take a look yourself, Troy. You've only just started middle school. What are you doing hanging around with those delinquents? They're about 5 years older than you. They're way out of your age bracket. Don't you think that you should be hanging around with people that you're in school with? No way. I hate hanging around with those people there. You should be happy about this, Dad. I'm actually hanging out with older, mature boys. It's gonna turn me into more of an adult. I thought that that would be something that you would approve of. Yeah, well, I would approve of that if the characters you were bringing in here were actually of decent quality. I'm not going to say that there is no hope for these boys, but at the same time, they have a lot to work on. I did a lot of research to put you in a decent school with good people in it. I've even had to put you into extracurricular activities after school, communities with people that are friendly. I thought their good personalities would actually rub off on you. Every time I try to do something like this, you've shown resistance to it, though. You have continually disregarded these really good communities to hang out with these boys that walk around with their pants sagged down. I can't believe what I'm listening to right now. You didn't actually think that I would get along with those sycophants that you kept introducing me to, did you? I'm sick of those places that you took me to, Dad. They're just not me. I can't get along with them. They're not my people. I'm sick of you trying to turn me into one of them. Why can't you just accept me for me? You say you love me, right? That I'm your son. Well, if you truly love me, you wouldn't try and change me like that. I'm not trying to change you at all, Troy. It's got nothing to do with that. What I'm trying to do is turn you back into what you used to be. I'm sorry, what did you just say? What do you mean what I used to be? Exactly as I said it. Here's the thing. You never used to be this way. When you were growing up as a little baby, I did everything right. I did my best to take care of you. You were my superstar. You were one of the best things to happen to my life. You were only a baby when this happened, so I know you're not going to remember it, but you and I got along. We were really close. Yeah, right. Me close with you? You and I are like two football fans on opposite teams. There's no way that you and I were close. Yeah, well, I know considering how things are now, it'll be pretty hard to believe, but it is the truth. You absolutely adored me. I remember when I left the house, your mother would text me saying that you were asking for me. You kept going, "Where's Daddy? I want Daddy. I want to play with Daddy." Oh, it was the sweetest thing ever. What are you going on about right now, old man? You're really good at making up stories, aren't you? Do you actually expect me to believe this? Of course I don't. Even if you don't believe it, you deserve to hear it anyway. It is the truth, after all. Okay, so let's suppose that what you're saying right now is true. Maybe I was the sweet little child that adored you. What happened then? Why are we in the state that we are now? Well, that's a good question. As you were growing up, I did a lot of research into raising children. I wanted the best for you. I mean, sure, maybe you weren't going to become the smartest person out there. Maybe you're not the most athletic. Maybe you're not going to be the most socially adept. But who's to say that I can't nurture those skills anyway? Who's to say that I can't make you the best that you can be? That's worth it, don't you think? If there was a chance that I could improve you in those areas, then I wanted to do it. I did my research and I tried to create a lifestyle for you that would nurture those qualities. I had you going to bed at a particular time, I had you eating the right foods, and I scolded you when you needed scolding. I'll admit it was really tough at first, and I was still learning about everything. This is child rearing after all. There are a lot of things to learn, and there are a lot of people with different opinions. It took some time to develop my own opinion on everything, but over time I finally found a rhythm that actually worked. I was implementing some practices into your daily life, and I was even seeing the benefits of it. I saw you picking up speech at a faster rate than most kids your age. I saw you understanding very complex concepts that not many kids would be able to. I had you writing your own name when you were 4 years old. You would write your own name on everything. You would write your name on documents, on the walls, even on the table. I was really happy that you gained that ability, but in all honesty, it became a bit of a hindrance. Wait a minute. I think I remember something like this. I've always wondered what that little scratch at the bottom of the door was. You know, the one that goes to the toilet. It has my name there. When did I write that? That was when you were 4 years old. Somehow you managed to find the scissors that were lying around the house, and you decided to scratch your name on there. It's a miracle that you didn't actually cut yourself with that thing. Wow, no way! I'm pretty smart, aren't I? Despite your attitude right now, Troy, I agree with you. I truly think that you are smart. I think there's something beautiful about you on the inside. Yeah, whatever, old man. Stop trying to get all emotional with me all the time. I'm not gonna fall for it. Also, you haven't told me what the hell happened. You just keep babbling on about these old stories that I don't even think are true. If you keep saying that I was this great, amazing wonder child that you say I was, I really want to know what happened. Because I am telling you right now, there is no universe where you and I were actually getting along. Well, look, what happened between you and I was really unfortunate, Troy. You started to grow up, and I was trying to think about what was the best thing for your future. I mean, obviously, you're going to get into school at some point. That's a decent amount of time that you're not under my tutelage. For most days of the week, and most of the time of the day, you'd be outside of the house. You'd be in the hands of someone else. Because of that, I needed to make sure that you had the best education possible. Oh boy, here we go. I guess this is gonna lead into the crap schools that you've been sending me to. Those schools aren't crap. The only thing that makes them crap is your approach to them. I'm telling you right now, I did a lot of research. I looked up the reviews on the websites, I talked to parents, I talked to the principal, I walked around the schools, I investigated the facilities, I even took a look at the classes. I looked at the atmosphere. I saw the quality of the students. I mean, I repeated this for every school that we have in this area. I really cared about the place I would send you to. Wow. Well, look at you go, old man. You're telling me right now that you did all this work and you still sent me to a crap school? You're dumber than I thought. You should have just let me choose. A little kid has better decision-making skills than you do. I've been the one that chose your elementary school and your junior high school, and I don't regret either one. So, after repeating the process over and over, I finally compiled a list of the schools and was able to make a decision. I decided on the one that was most cost-efficient and also had the best atmosphere. Obviously, I wanted to send you to the best school possible, but it needed to be within reason. I needed to actually have the money for it. Unfortunately, the school that I was looking at was a little bit expensive. I was thinking about it for weeks. Should I actually send you there? Would I be able to sustain the household while paying for the school? I did the calculations, and it turned out that I needed to work. I needed to work pretty hard. With that being said, I made a commitment to take your mother out of work and have her look after you when you came home. Me, on the other hand, would work a job during the day, and then I would continue to work something at nighttime. I've been doing that ever since, and it's all been to pay off the loan for your school. Wow, cool story, bro. That's so emotional. Look at you, you're such a great father, aren't you? Doing everything that you can for your son. Everyone should just give you a round of applause, shouldn't they? You must think that you're the best father in the world or something. I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted me to give you an award for it. But hold on a second. I feel like there's an element missing from this story of yours. I feel like there's a little piece of information that I'm not getting. Oh, wait. That's right. I asked you a particular question and you're not answering it. I asked you why you and I aren't getting along anymore. If my memory is correct, I didn't ask you to give me a sob story about how you feel about the past and what you've done. I asked you what made us turn into the situation that we're in now, where we're basically at each other's throats. Well, that's just the thing. I told you, didn't I? I wasn't home as much anymore. I was out working. I couldn't spend time with you. I had to leave you in the hands of your mother. And so what? What does that mean? Why would that mean that you and I don't get along? You're trying to say that I hated you after that? Well, look, this is where things get very complicated. You see, when you were born, I was extremely excited for what was going to happen. I mean, I didn't want to have a son this early, but I was definitely intending on it. I wanted to have a family. I wanted to have children that loved me and were going to turn into amazing adults someday. So when you came around, I thought that maybe I could have that chance. I mean, sure, I wanted to go off and do different things, but maybe I could do something even better now. I was extremely enthusiastic about being a father and taking care of you. I couldn't say the same for your mother, though. Her and I had different reactions to you being born. Are you serious right now? Are you actually telling me that Mom's the one that wasn't happy when I was born? Seems like she's the only one that actually lets me have fun. Exactly. I mean, I need you to think about why that's the case. Does she let you have fun because she loves you, or does she let you have fun because she doesn't care? The fact of the matter is, when I was out of the picture, she let your behavior run rampant. All of that programming and training that I put into you was all for nothing. Your mother just reversed it all. I had you on a very strict diet. I made you love good food. You actually enjoyed fruits and vegetables. Can you believe that? A child of 6 years old actually enjoying that type of food? It's quite a rare occurrence. I had my concerns when I went back to work and I wasn't coming home as often. I knew your mother would slip up in some regard, but I didn't think it would be to the extent that she did. What are you talking about? She couldn't have been that bad. It's Mom, after all. She's an amazing woman. I'm not really sure if amazing is the word to call her. I mean, even if she is amazing, I don't think it's in the good sense. She wanted you to go off and do whatever you wanted. She didn't want you to bother her. When I came home, I found you playing games and having the place in disarray. There was trash everywhere, food smudged into the carpet. It was horrible for me to see. I mean, think about it. Before we made that arrangement, I actually had you cleaning up a little bit after yourself. Believe it or not, you actually enjoyed doing that. You enjoyed contributing to the household. A little kid. I don't know what I'm listening to right now, Dad. It just sounds like you're talking about a different person. It doesn't sound like me at all. I know. It's gonna be hard to believe, even if it's the truth. But you really were a good kid back then. I argued with your mother on more than one occasion. I told her that this stuff can't keep up. We were ruining your future. Time and time again, she tried to argue back and say everything was fine. She was just letting you be a kid, letting you be free. But let's take a look at what happened. You got heavily addicted to video games. You didn't want to do any sports. You didn't want to associate with anyone. Those awesome social skills that I infused into you were slowly slipping away. Everything was degrading until it came to the point that it is now. All that love that you had for your father was now transferred to your mother. On the contrary, you hated my guts. You hated me trying to persist and still be a good father, to actually do my best to create a future for you. So do you see where I'm coming from, Troy? Can you see how much I care about you? Are you actually trying to sit there and tell me that what you're saying is true? Is this actually my childhood? Is this how I was raised? Yes, it was. This is the proof that I actually care about you. This is the proof that I'm not doing anything to torment you. Can you come back and apologize for what you've done? Are you kidding me right now? There is no way that I'm coming back there. I mean, sure, even if the story is true, it just shows that you're really out of whack, aren't you, Dad? I'm sorry, what did you say? What do you mean I'm out of whack? Well, think about it. You should have just let Mom have her way with me straight from the beginning. Think about how awesome my life would have been then. I'd actually be happy with it. I think you've been putting Mom down too much. The real good parent here has been her the whole time. Are you kidding me right now, Troy? You've heard my story and how much I care about you, and you take your mom's side? Yeah, well, it just makes her like me even more, to be honest. I mean, it just shows that she's been trying to give me my independence ever since I was little. She cared about me this whole time. The only thing that's been getting in the way of that is my crap dad. You're the one that's been stopping her from being a good parent. Yeah, right. Are you kidding me right now? You think she was a good parent to you? I remember those few times I left you with her when you were a baby. I actually came home to you crying in the room and she wasn't even there. She was out drinking with her friends. You're really gonna sit there and say that she was the good parent? Well, yeah, of course. What do you think that she was doing that for? It was so that I could develop some sort of mental toughness. It was for my own good. Of course you wouldn't understand something like that. You're not mentally tough at all. You haven't gone through any true hardships like I have. Well, son, maybe I haven't gone through any hardship. Maybe I have. You can't know that. But while we're on the topic of hardship, how about we talk about you? Because you seem to be under the impression that your life is so hard right now. You need to think about the circumstances you're in. You're being brought up in a decent family. You're going to a very good school. You get food on your plate, and you have a bed that you can sleep in that doesn't have rain pouring on top of it. If you want to know what true hardship is, I can show you. What you're experiencing right now is nothing. You're living quite a breezy life, actually. Yeah, right. Shut your damn mouth. Anyway, I am so sick of you. Don't expect me to come back there tonight. I'm gonna be hanging out with my friends. You can't keep this up forever, Troy. At some point, you're gonna have to wise up. You hear me? If you know what is good for you, you're gonna come back to this house. Tiffany, I can't believe this is happening right now. You and I had an arrangement for you to be back here today. Don't tell me you're actually out there drinking again, are you? I've been trying to call you all night. Don't you realize how important our meeting tonight was? This is our son's future on the line. Do you even care about him at all?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually dealing with this right now. You and I have been together for so long and you still can't get this basic rule in your head. If I am out drinking and having fun, you do not interrupt me. I don't want you messing with my vibe, you hear me? Whenever you have something to complain about, it totally ruins my experience out here. Get into a bad mood and no one wants to talk to me, so can you just buzz off already?
What the hell? Why are you talking to me like that, Tiffany? I don't care about you and your vibe at the moment. There's something more important going on here. We had an arrangement for us to meet after Troy had his meeting at school today. You told me that you specifically allotted time for us to talk about what happened. So where are you right now? Do you even care about him at all?
Don't you dare try and sling comments like that at me. You're trying to gaslight me and make it out like I'm some bad mother or something?
Well, I don't want to say that you're the worst mother in the world, but you're not exactly exemplary, are you? You could do a lot better. Coming to this meeting, for starters. I mean, what happened today is really serious. The school has had it up to here with Troy and his behavior. They're seriously thinking about expelling him. This could be the first school of many. If we don't nip this in the bud now, who knows what's going to happen to our child?
Yeah, well, if you ask me, you're the one to blame for that. I mean, who's the one that put him into that fancy pants school in the first place anyway? It was you, wasn't it? You should have done a better job as a father and chosen a school that was more suitable for him. I mean, take a look at that one just down the road. He would have fit in perfectly there. It's close by, and he even has friends there. Do you know those boys that he always hangs around with? Those handsome young men? Well, they actually went to that school. So don't you think it'd be a good idea if he actually went to that one as well?
Come on, Tiffany, we have been over this. How many times do we have to talk about that school? That school is one of the worst schools in the area. There is no way that our son is going to perform well there. He's just going to turn into one of those delinquents they have there. Unlike you, I actually care about the future that my son has. I want him to actually have a future in the first place, not end up dead in some ditch somewhere. I thought that you would care about that as well.
Of course I care about my son, but I also care about his individuality, something that you don't seem to care about. I see something very beautiful within our kid, and you're always trying to smother it. I'm always the one that's trying to keep it alive, encouraging him, telling him it's okay to be himself, whereas you just want to put him down.
Look, I'm not going to deny that our son might have something special, and he's definitely got a lot of fire within him. It's a good spirit. I think he could go places if he actually knew how to utilize it properly. But that being said, there's a limit to letting him be free and doing whatever he wants. Just take a look at what happened today. It's because we let him off the leash that he went off and did that at the school. I mean, honestly, I'm really disappointed to hear this. I can't believe that my own son would do this, someone from my own blood. It is absolutely embarrassing. It's the type of story that would make me feel bad about myself if my friends heard about it.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you, but I would say it was pretty daring, to be honest. I mean, it takes balls to do something like that. Literally.
This isn't the time for jokes, Tiffany. What our kid did was absolutely abhorrent. I mean, what is going through that young kid's head? Why would he ever think that something like that was an appropriate thing to do? I mean, I get it. When I was in the principal's office today, he said that his friends egged him on to do it. They said that they did it at the school that they used to go to down the road, and that he should do it at his school. But I just don't see the humor, and I don't see what is so funny about it.
Of course you don't. You don't see the fun in just letting loose a little bit, going a bit wild. I mean, if I was a boy, I'd be doing the exact same thing.
Really? Is that actually what you're gonna tell me? So, what you're trying to say is that if you actually had the equipment to do so, you would go to the staircase that they have at the school on a regular basis and actually urinate on it? You would urinate on it so much that the urine would drip down the staircase like it was a waterfall? Number one, you think that's actually funny. And number two, you think it's acceptable behavior? Am I understanding you correctly right now?
Yeah, pretty much. That's hilarious. That's kind of like what my old boyfriends used to do. They were always getting up to weird things like that. Like, think about it. Our son might create a little bit of a legend for himself. The Phantom Peer. Now that's a pretty cool name, don't you think? He's definitely bringing a little bit of excitement to that dull school he has to go to.
I honestly don't know what to do about you two. I mean, what is it going to take for you to understand that what our son is doing is just absolutely unacceptable? You're just going to praise him for every act of delinquency that he engages in. Like, honestly, this isn't defendable. What he's done today is horrible, Tiffany. And not only that, but the idea that he's going to create some sort of legend for himself, that people are actually going to call him the Phantom Peer or whatever, is just ridiculous. I mean, the whole reason that we had this meeting today was because he got called out by one of the teachers. She was walking around the school and she spotted him on that staircase.
I gotta say, that must have been such a funny sight to see. I mean, just imagine it. Imagine that little boy. He's not even 12 years old yet. He's still just a little kid, and he's doing something as courageous as that. I know that teacher would have got a little bit of a fright when she saw that.
You say that like it's something that we should be proud of. Why are you so happy about this, Tiffany? Don't you want our son to grow up and be a normal, functioning member of society?
Yeah, right. Come on. Are you serious? What are you trying to say? That he should be someone like you? Some guy that walks around in a suit all day, slaving away for his boss? That's what you want him to be? Don't you? Just another guy walking around with a leash on his neck, having his boss pull him this way and that, doing whatever he wants with him. If you ask me, what I'm doing with our kid is creating a sense of power. I'm creating a sense that he has control over his situation. He doesn't need to listen to people. He doesn't need to listen to the system.
Okay, well look, I think what you're getting at right now is a very good message. I mean, yes, it would be good if our kid had power, but let's think about this reasonably. Does that mean he should just do whatever he wants? I mean, honestly, Tiffany, just think about it. He just peed down a staircase at the school. They've been having complaints about it for a long time now. They've been trying to find out who this person was. Now that they've actually found him, he can't be excused for it. They actually want to expel him. This is a really decent school. I don't want our son leaving it.
Well, why the hell not? You keep talking about how much you care about our little boy. The fact of the matter is that his friends don't go to that school. He's going to school for a bunch of students with sticks up their butts. People that he can't relate to. People that I don't particularly approve of either.
Okay, and what? What are you trying to tell me right now, Tiffany? That the friends he brings over to this house are much better suited for him? I'm telling you, those guys are a bad influence in more ways than one. Not only did they get him into smoking, but have you seen the way that he talks about women? They keep teaching our little boy the wrong idea of how he should talk to girls. I mean, we even had that chat at the meeting today with the principal. Apparently, he's been making advances on his classmates that are totally inappropriate. He's been trying to touch the girls without their permission. Apparently, his friends have been telling him that that's the best way to do it. That's the way that they do it in high school. Now he's been brainwashed with some sort of weird reality where he should be able to just do whatever he wants and not care about how people feel about it. Don't you see this as an issue?
Well, if you ask me, there's nothing wrong with what those boys are teaching him. I mean, I was the one that told those boys to do the same thing, if I'm being honest.
What the hell? What are you talking about, Tiffany? Are you trying to say that you're the one who started this?
Well, yeah. I mean, let's face it. A girl likes a guy who takes action. She doesn't want him sitting in a corner just mulling to himself. We like it when a guy is interested in us and actually comes and approaches us. It's quite attractive, you know.
Okay, I get that. But to just be touching these girls without their permission, that's a different story, isn't it? I mean, actually teach him how to talk to them. Don't teach him to be this kid that doesn't care about what people want and feel.
Look, there's nothing wrong with the lesson. It's just the people that he's talking to. I mean, let's face it, he's going to school for a bunch of goody little two-shoes. I bet the girls have been told to save themselves until they're like 30 or something. They should just wait until that one perfect guy comes along. I am telling you right now, you can't know for sure if strawberry is the thing that you love the most.
I'm sorry, but what are you talking about right now? What do you mean strawberry?
Oh, I'm talking about ice cream, of course. Think about it. If you just ate strawberry for the rest of your life, do you think you'd know 100% that you actually like strawberry? Maybe you like chocolate, but you don't know because you haven't tasted it. The same thing with these girls. They have to be like me. They gotta taste all the flavors out there. And you know what? They even need to be prepared for the potential that there are more flavors than they can even imagine. I mean, come on. Are they gonna live their life like they're some celibate nun or something? That is so miserable that I feel like pulling out my violin just thinking about it.
What a stupid thing to say. Regardless of your stupid analogy, Tiffany, they should be saving themselves for that one person that truly loves them. If we had a daughter, I would hate for her to be doing the things that you're recommending right now.
Oh, wow. Can you imagine if we had a daughter? I'd turn her into an absolute superstar. As long as I can keep you away, of course. You're always the one that's sabotaging our child's future.
Is that honestly what you think, Tiffany? You really think that I'm the one that doesn't care about our kid's future? I mean, I'm only working 2 jobs just to pay for his education. I even went to a school meeting today that you couldn't be bothered going to despite the fact that you don't work. Like, think about it. I've already used up all my paid holidays just to go to these meetings with the schools to discuss his behavior. You haven't been able to go to one and you don't even work. Don't you think it's a little bit absurd?
What I think is absurd is the situation you've put yourself in. I mean, you only have yourself to blame for this, honey. Like, are you actually stupid or something? I really don't understand your pattern of thinking.
What are you talking about? Do you really think it's appropriate to call me stupid?
Of course I do. I mean, it just seems like you're doing everything the hard way and you're not even getting the correct results out of it. Like, think about it. You just decided to get a second job and earn the money to pay for this school, right? Let's take a look at the facts. It's not even a good school to begin with. He doesn't make any friends there. He doesn't even have fun. Whereas he could have just gone to that school down the road, paid less for it, and he would have had a decent time there. So if anyone's to blame for the situation that we're in right now, it's you.
What is your concept of school, Tiffany? Do you think it's a place for kids just to have fun? I mean, sure, I'll admit there's going to be a social side to it, and he's going to have to learn to get along with the people around him. But he's there to get an education. He's there to set himself up for the rest of his life. Don't you see that?
Blah, blah, blah. I am not gonna sit here and tell my son to be something that he just can't be. I'd rather him be free.
I am honestly at a loss right now. I'm not sure what I can do about you. It just seems like you and I have 2 completely different views on what to do with our own child. What are we gonna do about this, Tiffany? How are we gonna reconcile the situation?
Well, hey, at the end of the day, it's your fault. You're the one that should have worn a rubber.
You know what? You're not wrong about that. I only have myself to blame. I mean, I love the fact that I have a child. I love that I get the opportunity to look after him and make sure that he really makes it out there in life. At the same time, I should have been more careful about the partner I chose. I mean, how could I be so stupid? Everyone was giving me warnings. Everyone said, wear a rubber.
Well, why didn't you then?
Look, I just never expected that type of thing to happen. I mean, sure, my friends and I would go out to the bar a lot. We'd have a really good time. I mainly went to hang out with them, though. There were times when they were actually hooking up with people there, but I never imagined I'd be the person to do that. I'm not like them. I'm a little bit more serious, but I don't really let go like they do. I knew that not many girls would like me. That was until you came up to me.
Wow, look at that. Is that how we met? I totally had no idea.
Are you kidding me right now, Tiffany? You don't even remember how we met.
Oh wow, do you really expect me to remember something like that? Look, honey, if I go out, I really go out. I mean, I'm not drinking just to have a little bit of a good time. I really want to enjoy myself. I have no memory of what happened all those nights. Me meeting you has just been a really big blur. I have no idea how it happened in the first place.
I can't believe that. I gotta be honest, Tiffany. You and I are pretty much together just because of the kid. I don't really feel much of an emotional connection with you. I just wanted to do my responsibility and be a father. But that being said, I thought the only connection that we had was the way that we met. It was all that we had. But you're telling me right now that you don't even remember? My friends went off to talk to some other girl. I was sitting there on my own for a long time. I wasn't sad or anything, I was just enjoying myself. Then what do you know? You come to me out of the blue saying that you like my jacket or something. I hated my jacket. I bought that thing at a second-hand store. But I was really surprised that you had actually complimented me on it, and then from there, it just took off. You were leading me out of that bar to some motel across the road. I'd never really done that type of thing before, and I was really excited. I didn't know if I was going to get that chance again. Now look at us. Now we're in a relationship where we don't even like each other. We also have a child that doesn't like me in the least bit. What are we going to do with ourselves?
Well, that's a really good question, isn't it? Have you thought about that? What are we gonna do about this? It seems like there's only one option, really.
What are you talking about? What do you mean there's only one option? Don't say something like that. You know what my mind starts to think when you say that.
Well, good. That's exactly what I want you to think. You know what has to happen, right?
You're kidding me. You don't actually think that that's the best thing for us to do you? Come on, we have a kid. This is a very crucial time of his life. I mean, he's only a little boy. Soon enough, he's going to be in high school. Do you really want to lay something as powerful as that on him at this stage in his life? If I thought he was bad, who knows what he's going to be like if we actually separate? Have you actually thought this through, Tiffany?
Let me think about that one. No, not really. Haven't thought about this at all, but it makes sense, doesn't it? There's no need to think about this too much.
I can't help but disagree with that. I mean, regardless of how we feel about parenting him, he needs both of his parents.
Well, look, let's take a look at our child. So far, you've been trying to push your way of life onto him, and he's just not accepting it. Ever since that kid started elementary school, he's always had an affinity towards me. He's always agreed with my way of living. It's quite clear that you're just an obstacle to him reaching his full potential. We need you out of the picture. You need to leave.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. Are you actually saying this to me right now? And not only that, you intend to break up and actually take him away from me, don't you?
Well, look, let's face it. At the end of the day, I'm the mother. You can take this to court if you want, but I'm always going to get special privilege over our child. But even you must understand deep down that this is the best thing for him. This is the only way that he's going to be successful in his life.
Whether or not he's going to be successful is something I'm not sure of. But maybe you're right. Maybe we are beating a dead horse here. That's it then. You and I are going to break up. Are you sure you've thought this one through, though? I mean, sure, I might be able to give you some child support, but how do we know if you're going to be well off after this? You know, even if I'm separated from that boy and he hates me to the extent that he does, I still care about him.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I'm not as stupid as you think I am. I actually have a plan for these types of things. If it's money that you're worried about, you can put your worries at ease.
How can you say that? Why are you so confident? What's this little plan that you have then?
It's quite simple, really. I'm just gonna get married to a doctor.
Oh, really? It's that simple, is it? Is this little plan of yours even feasible?
Are you trying to say that it's not gonna happen? Don't worry. I've already secured myself a great partner. He's loaded.
Wait, hold on a second. What are you saying right now? You already found someone?
Yeah, sure. I've been seeing him for ages now. In fact, I'm seeing him right now. He's gone to the toilet. He's quite an old individual, so he usually sits in there for a long time.
Wait. Let me try and catch myself up here. You're trying to tell me that you and I have been together for this long and you've actually been seeing someone behind my back? Is that actually what's been happening this whole time? Anytime you've supposedly been going out drinking with your friends, it's actually been with this guy?
Well, look, I wouldn't say it's just been with this guy. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of guys. It's me at the end of the day. I mean, guys can't get enough of me.
I don't believe what I'm hearing right now. You have to tell me about this doctor. Those guys earn quite a decent amount of money. I can't imagine you would be his first selection.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You can try and put me down as much as you want, whether or not you want to admit it. I am beautiful.
Even at this age, I'm not going to deny that a little bit of your beauty still lingers, even with your wrinkles. Then again, to get with a doctor...
Hey, shut up. I don't have wrinkles.
I'm just saying, honey, you're not exactly young anymore. This doctor must be some desperate guy.
Well, actually, he's such a charmer. He's so kind and such a gentleman. He is way better than you.
Are you serious? This doesn't sound like the type of guy you're into. You're usually into bad boys, right? The guys with really toxic personalities.
I mean, sure, you're not wrong about that. Then again, you don't exactly fit that bill either. I've only been with you because I didn't really have a choice. Someone's gotta raise this kid. At the same time, I don't really care. Like, this guy makes up for it in the money. He's pretty old, but he's been working in his profession for a very long time. He's one of the head doctors at some hospital. He even has his own practice that he runs on the weekends. He's been lonely for his whole life. He didn't have much luck with the girls. Makes sense because he's such a nerd. Because he didn't have much luck, he decided to invest all his efforts into being a doctor.
I see, that makes sense. If your efforts aren't producing results elsewhere in life, you may as well invest your energies into something that does. So that's what's going on. A guy reaches a certain age in his life, and he's just gonna take whatever he can get.
Exactly. I'm telling you right now, I feel like I'm getting a decent deal out of this. I mean, he earns a lot of money. Not enough to get one of these young girls because he's quite old now, but it's enough to get me. And I'm totally satisfied with that. I can see myself having a pretty good life with this man. A much better life than hanging around with someone like you.
I thought that you would say something like that. I'm not really sure if I'd be so confident about this situation if I were you, though.
Why would you say something like that?
Well, let's face the facts. You're saying that this guy is a head doctor or something, right? Do you even know the type of personality these people have? I mean, sure, I know you might be putting on your nice good girl charm to him for now, but he's gonna see through your little ruse in no time. I know you can't do that thing forever.
So what? You're trying to say that if he finds out my real character, he's not gonna stay with me? What a joke. The moment he finds out about my real character, that's when he's gonna be really hooked on me.
Yeah? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. You're not as attractive as you think you are. You're more ugly on the inside than you are on the outside. In fact, you could reach the age of 100, and I'm pretty sure that would still be the case.
What the hell did you just say?
Look, Tiffany, I'm just saying. I wouldn't put all your eggs into this basket if I were you. You're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to change quickly. A guy like that's not gonna be putting up with nonsense, especially at his age.
Are you kidding me right now? Do you really think that way? Even when he's got a nice young broad like me?
Well, comparatively, you are young, but I think it's not gonna last forever. Not only that, but think about our son. Think about how much trouble he's causing. I'm not really sure if he really needs that headache at this stage of his life. I hope you've actually thought this one through.
Yeah, right. I know exactly what's going on right now. You're just a little bit jealous, aren't you?
What are you trying to say right now?
It's true, isn't it? You're just jealous, so you're trying to dissuade me from making a decision like this. You know, it's actually best for me and my son, but you don't want me to get away with happiness, especially when you can't get that happiness yourself.
What is that supposed to mean? You don't think I'm gonna be happy from this point on?
Of course not. You're getting your son ripped away from you, right? And not only that, but look at the age you're at. You're an old man working a crappy job. Like, who's gonna be attracted to that type of thing? No one, of course. Your best bet at avoiding loneliness was staying with me and keeping this kid. Well, I'm sorry. It's too late now. You should have appreciated us two while you had the chance.
What are you talking about? You're trying to make it out like this is my fault or something?
It is, really. You just had to live life simply. All you had to do was just earn a little bit more money and spend it on things that matter. Things like my drink. Things like our son's hobbies. Instead, you wanted to waste it on something as stupid as education. Well, look, now you're going to suffer for your mistakes. I can't say that I feel sorry for you either.
Well, Tiffany, thank you for being so sympathetic. So that's just it then. We've been dating for this whole time, and you're just gonna end it off like that, are you?
Yep, pretty much. Good luck with your miserable life. Let's just hope you don't spot me and my new husband driving down the road in a luxury car or something. I don't know if you can actually bear the sight of something like that.
Hey, how are you doing, you miserable old fart? I'm in a decent mood today, so I thought I'd give you a message. I know you must be sitting there all alone in some apartment just drinking by yourself. I mean, you get what you deserve at the end of the day, but then again, I'm feeling pretty merciful, so I'll give you a little bit of my time. Especially since I'm going to be graduating from middle school soon. Well, if it isn't my beloved son, Troy. How have you been? It's nice to see that you still care about your father. Are you kidding me right now? You don't actually think I care about you, do you? You know what? I'll be honest. I'm not messaging you because I care about you. I'm just messaging you to ridicule you and make you feel bad about yourself. Oh, is that so? Well, I guess I got my hopes up then, didn't I? Oh my God, you're just so miserable, aren't you? You really haven't done anything these past couple of years, huh? It's so obvious. Mom was just right about you. For her and I, it was gonna be up, 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 and for you, it was gonna be the exact opposite. I wonder what type of mess you've got yourself into. I'd really like to see it. Is that the only reason you're messaging me, son? As much as I appreciate the chance to reconnect with you, I'm not really in the mood to have this conversation. I miss you. I still love you, but I hate the fact that you're talking to me this way. I know at some point in your life you're gonna regret this. You're gonna be older and you're gonna try and reconnect with me. How about we let that be the next time that you message me? Yeah, right, fine, I get it. If I torment you any longer, you might actually do something about it, won't you? Who knows? We might even see some dead guy on the news saying that he rotted in his apartment and died. That person could end up being you. Enough with the unnecessary, cruel comments. What is it that you want? There's a second reason why I'm messaging you right now. It's not just to make fun of you. I just wanted to remind you what's going on with Mom and her new boyfriend. Oh, really? Well, that's fantastic. Let me guess, you guys have been going on trips to Europe. He bought you a new car or something. He's been buying your mom designer brand goods to make her feel like she's still 20. Come on, if it's any of that, it's all old news. I don't need to hear it. I can already assume as much. Well, you really do catch on quick, don't you, Dad? You've completely described our lifestyle to a T. Well, let me just confirm that everything like that is happening and more. In fact, something big is coming up. Those two have been together for so long that they're actually thinking of getting married. Can you believe it? It doesn't surprise me, to be honest. That tends to happen when people date for a long time, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's why I'm messaging you, Dad. I'm here to tell you that the nail is finally in the coffin. There's no way that you're going to be connected with this family again. Mom is completely severed from you now. She loves this guy. And you know what? So do I. I mean, I only just met him and we don't get much time with each other. He's a really busy guy, but anything that Mom asks, he'll get it. And if I ask Mom for something, she'll definitely ask him for it. There hasn't been one time where I haven't got what I wanted. It has just been the absolute best. Well, good for you, son. At least you're enjoying yourself. I wish I could play a more parental role in your life, but I guess that time has passed. Exactly. You had your chance, old man. Now you're gonna die alone with no family. I hope you realize that.
Hey Dad, I know you're at work at the moment, but I'm really confused about what I'm looking at right now. You've only been married to my mom for a little while now. Not much time passed since you two met. When you guys decided to get married, I thought you were a really good guy. But I'm starting to think otherwise after what I've seen today. Are you still talking to your ex-girlfriend?
Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? I'm pretty busy at the moment, but this sounds serious. You don't actually think I'm doing something like that, do you? Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? It seems like you guys have been talking to each other in secret or something. There was a letter from her addressed to you in the mail. I haven't opened it yet, but it's quite clear that you guys are still communicating with each other.
Well, that's pretty strange. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, her and I aren't communicating anymore. There's no point. She's moved on with her life and I've moved on with mine. I've got my own family now. The only thing that matters to me is you and your mother. Sure, I've got a little boy that my ex-girlfriend is taking care of, but he hates me. He doesn't want anything to do with me. He wants me to suffer. I only wanted the best for him, the same way I want what's best for you. Unfortunately, things didn't work out that way.
Oh, really now? I don't believe you, to be honest.
I know, it must seem really suspicious. Well, you know what? How about you just go ahead and open that letter up? Let's see what's inside.
Okay, well, I'm opening up now. Okay. It looks like it's a wedding invitation. Your ex-girlfriend is getting married? She wants you to go to the wedding. That's kind of strange. Are you sure you guys aren't close anymore?
No, definitely not. There is no way that I would go to her wedding. Her and I are basically at each other's throats. Her and I don't want anything to do with each other. She would never send me that invitation.
Okay, well, it's quite mysterious that it's here in our mailbox, isn't it? Why do you think that would be the case? I can only assume that you're lying right now and that you're actually secretly talking to her.
Actually, there is one reason this might be happening.
Okay, what is that?
Well, I'm going out on a limb here, but it might be my son who actually sent that.
Your son?
Yeah, right now my son is under the impression that I'm having a really bad life. He thinks that I'm alone, living in an apartment, drinking my sorrows away. He doesn't understand that I've actually married your mother and that I have my family. I'm assuming that it's his way of rubbing it into my face. He wants me to go to that wedding and see what I'm missing out on. He thinks his mom is this grand prize and that I lost to some other man or something. If I'm being honest, the only person that's losing here is him. I mean, he's meant to be a really smart guy, a doctor with a lot of money. I have no idea why he's marrying someone like my ex-girlfriend.
Are you being serious with me right now? Is that actually what is happening?
Of course, honey, you have to believe me. Honestly, there's no reason for me to go back to that. Not after I found you two. You two are the only thing that I care about in this whole world.
I hope you're telling me the truth, Dad. Being able to meet you is one of the best things that has ever happened in my whole life. I'd hate for you to just disappear from me to get back with your ex-girlfriend or something.
No, I don't want you getting that poisonous thought in your head. You're wasting your time thinking about that. That's never gonna happen. Do you hear me? I'm never gonna do anything to hurt you. You have to believe me. Do you understand that?
Okay, yes, Dad, I'm sorry for seeing something like that. I'm sorry for accusing you. I know you care about me. I can feel it. You're always at work. You're always trying to do something for our family, even though we're in the situation that we're in.
Of course I am. Now you listen here. You're a very busy girl. There are a lot of things that you need to study. I want you to get back at it. Don't you worry about what's going on in my life. You already know that I'm doing everything for you. You really disgust me, you know that? I mean, just how selfish could you be? Or am I getting the wrong idea here? Maybe you're not selfish. Maybe you're just a straight-up coward. What's going on, Troy? I was under the impression that you didn't want to talk to me. I thought that you and I were done. You were going off to be happy with your mother, right? I'm just some old, lonely man. Someone who's just gonna die alone. You wanted me to suffer, so just let me be that way if that's really what you think of me. Alright, just shut your damn mouth. You're such a deadbeat. Of course I want you to suffer. Of course I want you to feel as much pain as you can in this world. That's exactly why I sent you that wedding invitation and you chose not to come to that wedding. I'm your son. We're family at the end of the day, and you had an obligation to come, even if it hurt you. In fact, it's for that exact reason that it was gonna hurt you that you should have come. Like, honestly, Dad, what else were you gonna do with your day? That was probably the only important thing that you had all year. The least you could have done was at least show your face. Yeah, well, you might have a point there. Or maybe not. I'm a lot busier than you think, actually. I'm not some lonely old man. I've got priorities. Yeah, right, let's face it. You lost your priorities. The only thing you ever cared about in this world was me. And guess what? You lost me. Honestly, I have no idea why you're even here messaging me right now. I could have sworn that you would have just gone to some dark place and just passed away quietly where no one would know about it. Like, honestly, what is with you? How could someone as pathetic as you still be living? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
You shut up. You shut up right now. I've had enough. Don't you dare talk about my dad that way.
What the hell? Who are you? What do you mean, your dad? You're trying to say that my dad actually has kids? That'd be a laugh. He's only been separated from my mom for like a couple of years now. Who am I talking to? A 3-year-old?
I am not just some kid. I'm about to enter high school soon, so don't try and sit there and put me down. In fact, don't try and put your dad down either. You don't have the right. You don't know how much of a fantastic person he is.
Now I am really confused. Who the hell are you? There's no way that you're his kid.
Maybe not. I'm not his kid biologically, but I'm definitely his kid. I consider him my dad the same way he considers me his daughter.
So I'm talking to a girl now, am I? What a drag. Look, I don't have time to speak to you. I need to let my dad know how pathetically laughable his life is. Stop getting in the way.
No, you're not talking to him any longer. I was watching you two text each other. I was seeing the things you were saying to him. I was seeing how vindictive you were of him. I've had enough. I want you to listen now, and I want you to listen closely. Don't you ever message my father again, or else there are going to be consequences.
Oh, wow, I'm so scared. Some little girl's telling me that there's gonna be consequences for me messaging my own dad. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, what is going on right now? That is my daughter, Ronnie. As much as you don't want to believe it, I've actually married. A lot earlier than your mother, too. What the hell? What do you mean you're married? That's right, son. After your mother and I separated, life went exactly as you expected it. I was alone for a long time. I am an old man with no one. I don't have a high income. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one out there suffering. I've managed to come across someone who was in a similar situation. A very wealthy woman who wasn't appreciated. Her husband left her for some younger woman. He's a piece of crap who would not only abandon his wife, but also his daughter. I felt very sorry for these people. I got to know this little girl, Ronnie, and I could see that she has a very beautiful soul. You see, the thing is that they've been struggling on their own for a long time now. Ronnie's father walked out on her very early in her life. Her mother was desperate. She knew she had to work hard to provide a future for her daughter. She worked really hard to raise her, as well as create her own business so that she could give Ronnie the future that she needed. When I met her mother, she was doing it on her own and she was at her wit's end. She needed support. She needed someone by her side. I thought, given my circumstance, that I could be that guy. I could be the one who supported her. And now, here we are. Here is my new family. Wow, listen to the way that you speak, Dad. You are such a loser, aren't you? I mean, you can't go off and make your own family, so you just join someone else's. You're an accessory to that family. You're just a slave to them. Is that really what you think about me, Troy? You really don't understand the circumstances. I mean, sure, I've really given these two everything. I've put in my time and effort to help Ronnie with her studies to make sure that she can go to a good high school next year. I really want what is best for this little girl, but not only that. Her mother has been funding my dream as well. I'm sorry, what did you say? What do you mean, your dream? How could a loser like you have a dream? Is it really that weird? Am I not allowed to have a dream? I mean, sure, people can have dreams, but for an older loser like you, I can't imagine it. I mean, you're almost 40, right? There's just no way you could have a dream. Well, you're certainly wrong about that. I did have a dream, and I've always had a dream. I had a dream before I met your mother. I had to throw that dream away, though. I wanted to prioritize you over it. I wanted you to be the center of my attention. Now that your mother broke up with me, I figured it was a chance for me to actually pursue that dream. And not only that, I have the backing of my wife now to make it so much easier. Well, would you look at that? I guess everything works out for you, doesn't it? You must be so happy with your situation. You know what? I can't imagine that wife of yours doing anything interesting. I mean, yeah, sure, she might have her own business, but there's no way that she's earning as much money as Mom's husband is. I mean, he's a doctor, for Pete's sake. He's earning the big boy dollars. Are you seriously gonna sit there and tell me that you're really winning this situation? Mom is still beating you by a mile. Well, look, I've heard about all the things that your mother and that doctor have been up to, and I have to say it is quite impressive. It's not as impressive as us, though. He may be a doctor, but I don't think he has the mindset to really grow his wealth. My wife, on the other hand, is a different story. You may be going on a trip every month or so, but her and I have been going on a trip every week. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yep, that's our idea of a date. We just go to a different country. We spend the day there and then we come back the next day. That's how we live our life now. I can't imagine your mother is doing that type of thing. No way, I'm not gonna believe this. It's not fair. There's no way my loser dad would do this. Some guy in a tie. Like, why would this woman date you anyway? What did she see in you that was so special?
It's because of me. It's because I said he was special.
I'm sorry, what now?
Unlike you, I actually value the type of parenting that your dad does. I can tell that he cares. He's always giving me enough attention and pushing me to pursue my dreams. That's the type of dad that I wanted from the very beginning. It's the type of dad that I've been imagining and dreaming about this whole time. You really gave up on a good person. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Who the hell are you, girl? You're really starting to tick me off.
I really love my dad. He's one of the best men I've ever met, and I'm not gonna let you sit here and slander him anymore.
Oh yeah? Well, what are you gonna do about it? You're gonna come and fight me?
If I need to, sure.
Oh, wow. As if. I'm gonna have to fight a little girl, am I? Okay, how about you just do this? My name is Troy. I'm in the 3rd year at Green School. You come to my school and you ask around for me, and I'm sure you'll be able to find me. I'll make sure to give you the beating that you deserve.
Hang on a minute. What did you just say, Troy?
Yeah, that's right. Are you stupid or something? You know how to read. T-R-O-Y. Troy. That's my name.
Okay, and you said you went to green school?
That's right.
Well, alright, well, I'm getting a really clear picture of what's going on here now. I need to tell my dad about this. You're the guy that's been stalking me!
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
This whole time it's been you, hasn't it? You're the person that put that note in my locker.
Wait a second, no way. This can't be true. What is going on right now? Is this true, Troy? What note did you put in her locker? I put a note in her locker telling her to come out with me. I wanted her to come to the back of the school so that we could make out. I was gonna be her boyfriend. What do you mean you were gonna be her boyfriend? Have you even met her? Of course not. I used to see her walking around all the time though. I followed her around everywhere. I found out where she lived. I found out what school she went to. Dad, she's just so hot. You've gotta let me see her. I'm your son, right? You gotta hook me up. That's what any good dad would do. You are absolutely vile, Troy. No way, I can't believe you would do something so sickening. I can't believe that you would have that expectation of her. You really shouldn't have listened to your mother when it came to girls. She has some twisted, distorted view on how you should approach them. If she told you to put that note in her locker, that was a big mistake. Oh, so I was supposed to listen to you then? Oh, just shut your mouth, you old man. Give me what I want. Give me that girl. Give me Ronnie. No, you are not going anywhere near her. In fact, now that I know it's you, I can sort this out myself. I'm gonna have a talk with your mother. Oh wow, big words coming from a small man. Yeah, go on then, go talk to Mom. Go sort me out. Let's see what you can do about this. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get that girl. She is gonna be mine before long. Just you see. After that, the harassment from my son started to increase. It seems that Troy was listening to his mother even more. He began to approach Ronnie at any point that he could. He began putting more love notes into her locker. He approached her on the street. He tried to beckon her to follow him to weird places. Everything was incredibly inappropriate. Ronnie was reaching her limit. She had no interest in him, and when she finally saw him in person, she was even more repulsed by him. The way my son behaves is extremely arrogant and demanding. She wanted him to get away from her as fast as possible. I decided to take action. I got in contact with Troy's mom, and then I proceeded to talk to her new husband. I was expecting a little bit of hostility. I didn't know what this man was like. If he was stupid enough to marry someone like my ex-girlfriend, then he can't be too sympathetic to what I had to say. Thankfully for me, it turns out he was a very well-adjusted individual. He understood clearly what was going on and felt ashamed of it. He took responsibility for Troy's behavior, even though he's not his father. He said that he already had a plan to make things right. He didn't want me to worry about it anymore. He gave me his word that Ronnie would never be harassed again, and that's exactly what happened from that point on. He actually sent Troy to a boarding school. Troy was now in an environment that was even harsher than the school that I sent him to. Now he's in a place where he doesn't even get to interact with the opposite sex. As it turns out, this has been the plan of my ex-girlfriend's husband this whole time. He didn't really have much affection for Tiffany in the first place. He saw the situation. He saw that she had a very underappreciated son that could do a lot. He could see that he had potential, but he needed to be nurtured into it. He decided that in his later years in life, he actually wanted to change someone's life, which is why he got with Tiffany in the first place. The moment that Troy was going to that boarding school, all of the extravagant trips and luxury items stopped. They now live in a very strict household. Tiffany put up some complaints at first, but eventually she got with the program. She began being a decent wife towards that man. And soon enough, Troy was starting to adjust as well. He caused a lot of problems at boarding school, but then over time, he became just a little bit more adjusted bit by bit. I'm really hoping for the day that I can finally reconnect with my son. As for things on my end, my little Ronnie is doing so well. She ended up going to the high school that she wanted to, and she's actually pondering dreams about what she wants to do with her life. Apparently, she wants to be some sort of psychologist. She sees that there are a lot of people suffering in the world mentally, and she wants to be someone who can help them. I think my son was the impetus for her feeling that way. She also wants to find out about herself. I think it's a really beautiful thing, and I'm in full support of that dream of hers. I'm also hoping that she can teach me something about myself. As for me, I mentioned to Troy that I had a dream, and as it happens, that dream of mine was to be a painter. There's a reason I was never really successful in the position I was in all those years, trying to support my family. That reason was that I wasn't really suited to it in the first place. Unfortunately for the circumstance that I was in, that was the thing that was going to get the most money. If it meant raising my family to be the best it could be, that's what I had to do. So I had to give up my dream of becoming a world-renowned painter. But now that I have a wife that supports me and anything I do for the simple reason that I support her and her daughter, I actually have the opportunity to get better at painting. It feels really good to pick up the brush again. I'm able to paint a lot more now that I've gained more experiences in my life, especially the fact that I've lost my son. I'm actually quite thankful that everything happened. Everything from meeting Tiffany, to giving birth to my son Troy, to meeting this new woman with her beautiful daughter like Ronnie. At the end of the day, everything worked out and I couldn't have asked for a better life.